What is your name, and where are you located?
My name is Pawel Wlodarczyk. I'm originally from Poland, live in Ireland for the last 18 years, and I'm working for Eliatra as a senior tech support.
When did you join Eliatra?
So I joined Eliatra in 2020, in September, during the COVID. So yeah, that was my first remote job.
What is your role, and what do you do at Eliatra?
At Eliatra, I'm senior technical support engineer. I do basically I support customers on the forum and also the paid customers. Any questions from simple to complex.
Can you describe your typical workday?
Usually going through emails, as I believe most people, and then just going into the forums, both the search and the Eliatra, the Open Search, and then reviewing, trying to answer the questions that are coming from customers or replies that I already got on my questions, just reviewing them, triaging which ones are more important or which ones are more complex or less complex, and just doing them in the order.
What do you enjoy most about your job in IT support?
Well, particularly in this job, that I have a lot of space to grow, so I can learn and I can learn any direction I want. So I'm not limited by the company, by anyone around. So anything that helps me to improve on my work, anything I want to learn extra, I can do. I don't have to. I don't have to worry about that.
How do you approach a new support ticket that involves a problem you haven't encountered before?
Oh, documentation. That's the first thing. Going through the documentation, checking if I can reproduce the issue by following the documentation instructions procedure. Also taking the steps from the customer and sometimes asking customer what steps he had, and then trying to reproduce that. So I'm not scared with the new things. Sometimes they are more exciting than the ones I know, because it's like opportunity for me to learn a new thing.
What is the most common issue that users face with OpenSearch, and how do you advise them to solve it?
The most common is the not reading documentation and trying to configure on its own and thinking like, okay, I will handle that. So people quite often don't read documentation carefully. They're going through this briefly and expecting it will work out of the box. And then my role is basically copy-paste parts of the documentation which they should follow first and see if that works for them. And if not, then I'm actually looking into the errors they're getting and just helping to solve that.
What's the funniest or most unusual support request you've ever received?
So maybe not funnest, but unusual is when someone expects that I will design environment for him. If someone is coming like asking, how would you design this cluster, or how would you design this solution? So people are sometimes forgetting that the support forum or the support is actually about resolving the problem. So first, someone has to follow documentation, do the installation, come with the outcomes, with the problems he got, and then we're working on the problems. So we are not the people who are actually designing the environment, telling customer how it should be running. We can advise sometimes on the small bits, but not like overall project.
What tools and technologies are essential in your daily work with OpenSearch?
I use the remote machines, I use the virtual machines based on the VMware, Docker and the Kubernetes, also Helm charts, because some customers have problems with that. And remote sessions, so just a console, pure text, and that's it, and just reviewing the logs in the pure text.
What's one piece of advice you would give to someone new to IT support?
Focus on the customer, not on the product. It doesn't matter what kind of product you have. If you don't know how to handle the customer, how to work with other people, you won't be good in the IT support.
How do you ensure you keep up with all the updates and changes in open search technology?
I read, and I read. That's the only advice I read somewhere on the internet when someone said like, how can I be a good programmer or how can I be good in that? Just read. So follow whatever is happening on the market and try to upscale the skills as much as you can. So that's what I do always.
What personal qualities do you think are essential for someone working in your field?
Being focused on the problem, um, ability to triage the problems, ability to prioritize issues. So, and also ability to know where to stop chasing the rabbit. If you have a problem, you need to feel where to stop, and because the customer sometimes can actually pull you into a direction that you don't want to be and it's out of your expertise. So that's the moment where you actually also be assertive and know how to and when to say the customer no and just explain why you won't do this or that.